Morning everybody, I'd just like to share my latest journal with you. This journal has a wildflower theme, and I used a kit that was done by My Porch Prints, and I think it's really beautiful. The front of the journal is, this is quite a large journal. As you can see, it's got a gaping mouth. I love gaping mouth journals. I don't know when to stop really, but yes, it's made with card, and I've trimmed the front with lace and just put lots of different ephemera on the front to give it quite a nice effect. I've left the butterflies 3D, so you can actually raise their wings, and I just thought that looked really pretty. And I've just used a lace trim to bind it with for a closure. Inside the envelope, here there's plenty of journaling space. There's extra pages in there, and I finished it off with a wax seal which has got the Tree of Life on it, and that just tucks nicely into that little pocket at the front. Inside here is a little folio with an altered paper clip. Sorry, I'll just pull that out carefully. And inside there are a couple of lovely little tags, and which I've trimmed with some pretty lace. These coffee dyed prints are really beautiful as well, and I thought they complemented the colours in this journal. And they're made by a lady called Caroline, and you'll find her shop on Etsy. Yeah, and it's called Caroline, and there's a lovely selection of coffee dyed papers in her shop, so hop along and have a look. Here's a little altered coin pocket with some butterflies on, with a little pull out tag. There's an extra tag there with some wild roses, and I've used some old ledger, old bills, and I think they came from Antique Papery, but I've got quite a lot of files, so I forget where I get them from, but I think it was Antique Papery. There's lots of pockets and tuck spots in this journal. Here's a decoupaged tag finished off with some lace, and there's a wildflower sticker on the back, and I've used corrugated cardboard to do the stamping for the lines on the back of there. Some extra pockets here, which I've put in a slightly different way, and there's a little flip out tag there, and a wild herb tag there, which just slides in. Some more of that lovely coffee dyed paper. Another little pocket there with some tags, with journaling space on the back, and I've also made a little booklet there with finished it off with some string, and there's lots of different plain papers and printed papers in there for extra room to write in. A doily that I've coffee dyed with some of my coffee dyed papers, and I've just put a sticker on the front of there. Altered paper clip, and this is a print with some wildflowers on the front that I've distressed, and you can write on the inside of there as well. As you can see, the designs are absolutely lovely. Lots of place for you to put your own journal space in, and you can add there's loads of room to add extra ephemera if you want. I've done a coffee dyed triple fold tag there. That folds out, and I've put some hand stamped flowers on the front of that. Little butterfly on the corner there. And I put some wordage. I do like my word stamps. some more stickers that I thought would complement the colours on this page. Here I've done a little bulb clip, and with some of my words. I've done that, just done those in Word on my computer, and printed them off, and just add them to pages as and when. Another little couple of folios there, a pocket with a tag, and I've just used some pearl drops on the top of the tag to add a bit of extra bling. Altered paper clip with another little tag, and I've left the wings up, and I think they look really, really pretty when you take them out and have a look. So yeah, quite like doing that. Some lace I've added on here, which I thought I'd got some in my stash, and I thought it complemented the colour of these thistles on this page. Belly band with a pull-out tag. There's some writing space on the back of there too. And this is a loaded pocket. This is another kit from my Porch Prints, and I think they're great. They've got loads of little ephemera cards in, and I've just tried to print them off with different things on the back for added interest. You know, some of them I've left blank and done the line stamps, and some of them I've used, you know, just prints that I've got on my computer to put different things on the back. And they've also contained little tiny envelopes, which I think are really sweet, which look lovely in there. So yeah, as you can see, there's another one of those coffee dyed pages, and they're beautiful. This is some wax paper. This paper comes from, I'm a beekeeper, and when I buy my new foundation to put in the frames, to put in the hives of my bees, this comes between the wax papers, so you've got the imprint of the bee, the bees' wax on it, and it smells lovely as well. It smells of the honey, so I thought that would be a nice addition to put inside. And I just added some coffee dyed paper there, and a place to journal, and put some wildflowers on the front. Here's another loaded pocket, and it's got another of the prints, and a butterfly which I've put some bling on with some extra pearl, you know, the pearl drops, and there's some more cards tucked away there inside. Another coffee dyed page. Here's a decoupage tag, and I've, on the larger ones, I try and finish them off with the little metal, just to protect, with little metal rings to protect the card. And I did a vintage little girl there, and decoupaged on the back with some writing space. Centre pocket, and I've just finished the trims with some silver charms on the end, just to complement the journal really. Another pocket, and on this one I've done a lace ruffle, and there's 2 cards in there with writing space on the back. Another coffee dyed page, another coffee dyed doily, which I've used as a flip out, and a little butterfly wings to tuck, just to hold it in place, and it's got space inside for journaling. And I've used a wildflower sticker there. This is a die cut that I've got, so I thought I'd put that on the back of this page, and I filled it with different tags. There's a window tag there, an iris tag, and there's a little bookmark as well tucked inside there. And this was a kit, and I'm not sure where I got this from. I think it might be from Antique Papery, but it was a free kit on the internet, but I think it's Antique Papery. Some of you will probably recognise it because I've had that one a long time. here's a little wildflower that was dried, that I dried. It was taken from my garden, and I've laminated them and just cut them out and put them on a ball clip with a little heart, and I've just added some little beads, and I've just done a snippet there with a button and some lace and some coffee dyed paper. That's the back side of the page previously. Here's a glassine bag, and inside I've done a tag which I've stamped with wildflowers, and done the lines again with the cardboard, and I've just put a sticker, a nice dragonfly sticker on there. Some of the pages I've decoupaged with flowers on the corners. Another tag, and some tags of the wildflowers in there. There you go. And I've done some ruffles, paper ruffles on the edges of some of the corners of the pockets. There's another piece of lace. Another one of these loaded pockets, and I've left the top so that you can use that as a tuck spot as well. And it's full of ephemera, and same again, some of them I've stamped on the back, and some I've used ledger paper and things to do the prints. And I've made another mini, this one didn't come with the kit, but I've made another little envelope there and done a little tag to, oops, hold on, can't get it out. There we go. I'm trying to work upside down, so I'm working a bit back to front because I haven't got a tripod that goes over my head, so it's a bit strange working upside down. But I hope I hope you can still see the journal, and I've added a little bee. But, you know, as I said, I'm a beekeeper, and I couldn't do a wildflower journal without adding a couple of bees, although this is a bumblebee, not honeybee, like I keep. Ledger paper, some wildflowers, another pocket with a wax tag, and I've done a bee stamp into the wax tag on that one, and same again, it opens up, and there's some papers inside for extra journaling space, and I can find it. So yeah, there's a few pages in there. This is another corner pocket that I've decoupaged and put some specimen labels on. I think they're from Tracy Fox as well, and she does lots of ephemera like that on her Etsy page, her Etsy shop. And then this is another little trifold tag which I've put some stickers on, and I've done the corners with some paper and some coffee dyed paper on the inside. And then there's a little pocket there which I've got these little cards from China, from one of the online shops that sells stuff from China. So they do some sweet little cards like that, and this lady card came from there as well, from a different kit, and I've just made a little tag with that and used some of my word to, you know, complement the top. So that just tucks in there like that. Oops, a daisy. And some more flowers and butterflies. Some more ledger papers. Another tuck spot with some tags. Another altered paper clip with a receipt in there. And then these are from Tracy Fox. This is a kit, for a specimen card, and what I've done is I just put in a wildflower that was laminated, cut it out to size and sandwiched it in between two, and glued them both, and then put some of her specimen tags on the back, and I think they look really lovely. Nice way to use up your wildflowers as well out your garden. Belly band with a vintage book page. A little bulb clip with 3 little tags there. That one says Bloom. Another tuck spot there with some wildflower stickers, and another vintage book page there. Another tuck spot with a couple of tags again, and I've just used the liquid pearls to add a bit of bling on the top of those. Another coin pocket, and it's got a tag in, a couple of tags, and get hold of them. There we go. Some more of Tracy Fox's stickers, and there's a couple of tags in there. There we go. Coming to the last page now. This is another pocket, corner pocket, with an extra long tag there, and another tag there with room on the back for writing on. And then on the last page I've done an altered window envelope, and inside I decoupaged on a tag. It's got room on the back for journaling on, and I've used one of Tim Holtz's little girls. I love Tim Holtz's People, and she sits on there looking out over the wild flower garden, and I thought she looked quite sweet. There's another tag there, and same again, and I've just added some extra words, and then it closes, or almost closes. It is, as you can see, it is a loaded journal, this one, but I hope you like it, and thank you all, everybody, for your kind feedback when I showed some of the pictures from it online. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and stay safe, and we'll catch you again, and thanks for watching. Bye.